the best FIFA 18 tips. Check out FIFAsolved.com.
Hi guys, so this is one of the best FIFA 18 defending tutorials you are going to see all year long. This is only part 2 of my defending school series. I'm going to have about 7 videos up of this, covering every single different aspect of defending on FIFA 18, and this is all about interceptions, one of the, if not the most important part of defending in my opinion, especially this year at the highest level in Foot Champions Division 1. You're probably noticing it is absolutely key. Goals are so easy to score, and I want to talk about the crucial stats first and foremost. Basically, personnel. If you get this right, this will help you. I mean, you can do it with any player, but we're looking at some players here. Casemiro, the 2 most important stats is interceptions, obviously. 86 is incredible. And reactions. To react to the timing of the interception. Casemiro is good here, and he's got tactician. That is the absolute specialty you want. That means they're a master at interceptions, and they can only get tactician if the interception stats and the reaction stats are quite high put together. Sergio Busquets again, interceptions incredible, and his reactions, and he's obviously got tactician. CDMs, look at Chelsea, they've got 2, haven't they? Bakayoko's very good at interceptions. I just think he's overpowered on the game because his stats doesn't suggest so, but he's just an overpowered, I think probably because of his pace. And the one N'Golo Kante, 91 interceptions, it's incredible, 87 reactions, and there's no doubt about it, he's got tactician, of course he has. So getting the personnel right will help, but anybody can intercept, any player. And as for the player instructions, you can always go to cut passing lanes with the defensive pressing instead of press back line, so that will also help with cutting the passing lanes and getting your setup right and your system right with intercepting the ball. So how to do it? The player switching, the most pivotal part of it, is so important. So in this first example here, I'm the player icon with the red above him, obviously. That is me. I think I'm Marcus Rashford at present. So all I want to do here is I can see him going up from the kickoff. He's facing up. So I want to be the player above Marcus Rashford, circled right now. So what I do, instead of LB or L1, which picks the closest ball to the player, we're going to be using that button, the R3 button, the right analog stick, and we flick that in the direction of the player from and to. So we are Rashford, we want to flick up to be that player there, and that's all you do, guys. It's as simple as that. If I want to be someone down, I'd flick it down, but I flick up, and now you can see I am him. So that is what you want to be doing, the player switching. I can see that he's turned here from kickoff. This is still kickoff, and he's gonna go down, isn't he? So I want to flick my right stick again. Don't switch off. I want to be that player down there, and I flick the right analog stick exactly in the arrow direction I'm showing you on screen now, and that allows me to be him. And look, I'm Moussa Dembele now, and I get in front and I intercept the ball. This is absolutely key, guys. You've got to be so on your game with switching of the icons. I cannot tell you how important it is, as I said, especially at a high level. Some of these clips are Foot Champions and high online seasons. It's near the beginning of the game, but I'm in Division 2 already. I'll be in Division 1, I should think, this week. But yeah, it's high online seasons or Foot Champions clips. You can see I'm switching the icon here. I just missed it. I switch it again. As I say, if you're the closest ball player to the ball, if there's someone really, really close, you can press LB on Xbox or L1 on PlayStation. But other than that, you want to flick the right analog stick for players further away, and to cut them passing lanes. And here is the examples for cutting the passing lanes. It's no good me showing you to flick the right analog stick if I'm not going to share how to cut a passing lane. So we don't know where he's passing it yet. He's putting his foot up. But with this player here, I'm quite comfortable. The player circled is more closer to that player there. So I've got at least a bit of cover. I'm using common sense here. So he's going to pass down like that, right? So I'm going to take the risk that he's going to do that, because I'm going to cover the other player my other player isn't covering, and it's that player there. He isn't covering that. So the player who I've got my icon on now, I'm cutting that passing lane. I'm in that passing lane. So I am going to stop him from passing to that player at least. I can't do anything about the other one I've got. I hope the AI helps me. He doesn't. He passes to that. He takes the easy option. Now don't switch off. I go up and I want to get into that passing lane where X marks the spot. There it is, the X. I want to get exactly where that X is, because I'm going to be cutting the passing lane. And I go up and I get it with Jordan Henderson, and I got into X marks the spot, and now we've got a chance with Mohamed Salah. I go up here to cut the passing lane. Look, I knew he was going up there with Martial, so I cut it with Martial. Here I tried to cut the passing lane to the wing, but I don't get it. But don't switch off. Now there's going to be a second pass. They pass really fast, so I get into that passing lane, and I get the ball back, I think, with Antonio Valencia. So do not switch off. Once they pass it once, they'll pass it again and again. And that was coming in for a quick tackle. You want to do that as well. And the pressing doesn't stop there. The interceptions, I intercept high up the pitch. Look, I cut the passing lanes high up the pitch. Across the Martial, and I created a chance, and it was unlucky the goalkeeper collected it. But I cut the passing lanes, I intercepted high up the pitch. Here with Smalling. Great interception, I read it. It's all about timing and reading your opponent and seeing the picture before it is about that as well, guys. I know I say that a lot, but it really is FIFA. That's FIFA in a nutshell, reading your opponent. I make a mistake of a small in there, but look, I don't switch off. I cut the passing lanes. You can't switch off for 1 second just because something happens. Football players in real life can't switch off, can they? And you can't as a FIFA player either. It's all about keeping your concentration and cutting the passing lanes and switching that right stick to change. Bonus tips just before we finish off. So you want to bring I cannot stress enough, bringing your CDMs back. Moussa Dembele here. Switch my icon to be him, and I'm bringing him back. I'm just backing off to protect the back four. Now, he doesn't actually get the ball back, it's actually Chris Smalling, but what it does here is it doesn't give the player many options, and it crowds your own penalty area, okay? And that really confuses him. You know, if you have more players back, he's thinking, where the hell can I pass this? I've got to get past 8 players here because you've put 2 CDMs back. You know, I flick it to be Fernandinho sometimes in my own personal formation, and I bring him back and make sure he's almost in my penalty area so he doesn't carry on running forward. Then I flick it to be Dembele, and I bring Dembele back. And then I start cutting the passing lanes because he's got so many players then to get through, as long as you bring them back. And my other tip is that LB button. As I say, if you make a Mkhitaryan or whoever on the wing or Martial, and you see Kante is right next to the player that's got the ball, press LB or L1. LB on Xbox, L1 on PlayStation, and be the closest player to the ball and tackle him. Only use that closest player to the ball when the player is actually closest to the ball. Other than that, flick that right stick, it's much better, guys. So I really hope this has helped you. I told you it was a good tutorial, and I am going to be covering defending because it's so crucial this year, because attacking's easy and defending's hard. So I'm going to be doing 7 defending tutorials in this defending school series. Smash a like and a share if you show support for this defending school series, and yeah, guys, I will have another tutorial up for you soon. Thanks for watching.